and welcome to Hixxy Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Easter card. It's a floating card. We've got this acetate panel in there and I'll show you how to make that. And I'm going to use this Burniston die set, the Easter charms, to create the balloons and the little the rabbit. I'm not, however, using the little sentiment because it was too small for what I wanted. So for that, I have used Julie Hickey's Sweet Pea alphabet die set. Really lovely font, just a really nice die set. So that's the font that I'm using for the sentiments. So let's have a look at the actual card base, and then we'll look at cutting the few bits. So I have a piece of card and I've cut it. It's A4 in length. I've left it A4 in length and I've cut it to 6 inches wide. Okay, now I'm going to now cut this down to 9 3/4. So I'm just going to grab a pencil, and I always use my board. It's great place to work on, but also I use it a lot for my measuring. So 9 3/4 is 9 3/4 is here. So we're just going to chop that little bit off. But actually, before I do that, I'm actually going to mark on another inch, because we need an inch strip for the bottom, and we might as well do it in one go while I've got it on the guillotine. Okay, so that's the bit we don't want, so I'm going to actually put that in the bin, otherwise I'll be thinking it's the bit I need. And there we go, that's my 1 inch strip that will go at the bottom of the card. And then we need to score this, excuse me, crash bang. We're going to score this at 6 inches. So we're going to grab this and there we go, at 6 inches. Let me get my bone folder and give this a blemish. So what we now need is a piece of acetate. So I've cut that 6 inches wide, and I am going to use some double-sided tape. Now, acetate is always really difficult to see on any surface, but hopefully on the white with the lights I'll be able to see what I'm doing. So this piece is going to be stuck. Let's just rub out my little line there. On there. This piece is going to be stuck on the bottom, so we'll do that first. So I'm going to put the tape onto my piece of card, and this is finger lift tape. It tears off nice and easily. I don't need a pair of scissors. It sticks to you, and then it is finger lift, so this little bit will just pull up, provided I've stuck. Always, and I don't always. Make sure you push the tape down really well, otherwise the sticky will just come up with the backing. So I am just going to this is, I think I've got it. That's not bad. Now this will show on the inside, so yeah, that's the trouble with acetate. So I haven't, but you can just go ahead and put a cover here and a cover there, and then you won't see it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of tape along this edge and a piece of tape along the top of the acetate, so that I can then place it and it will go over like that. So we're going to put a piece along the top of the acetate. Okay, and we're going to put a piece along here. Like so. Okay, and I'm going to take them both off. Right, and this bit is going to be up, so I'm going to move that bit of paper out of the way now because that's now adding confusion. I'm going to line this bottom piece up with the bottom of the card, and I'm just going to bring that over. So now it's stuck here and where the top of the acetate was, and it will now stand up like so. So it's not standing very well on my. I have used quite a lightweight card and a lightweight acetate. The heavier weight you do it, the better it will stand. But it will stand once I've got the other bits on. Right, so we are now going to get the die set out. This lovely little die set here. And I have already, in fact, let's get those bits on the card. They're already prepared. Okay. I've lost my big glue. Goodness knows where that's gone. We'll use this. It's fine. Just doesn't come out quite as fast. We'll be there. There we go. You can see this is ultra fine. That one on there. Goes on top. And this goes on the bottom. Oh, I haven't done that very straight away. Okay, so there's our base card. You see now I've got those heavier bits on. That front is holding up much more easily. Okay, so there's the base card done. Get rid of our bit of tape. Ooh, that back on for now. So we're not going to use the sentiment. I have some other Easter projects on the channel that use that as a sentiment. So we are I'm going to use the little balloons and the rabbit, and I'm going to cut those out of the white card. My scissors. And a bit of tape to hold those down. And then I'm going to cut the little balloon and the bow for the bunny out of the green. Now I have already cut out some of the other bits. As you can see, I've got multiple balloons, multiple eggs. So I'll show you what I've done with them shortly. Let's get these cut. The other thing I have already got cut, I've already gone ahead and cut out my letters, my Happy Easter. There's quite a lot of letters, and the really lovely thing about it is I did it all in one pass. Even though I needed 2 P's, I needed 2 E's. I've got that in the die set, so it was just literally one pass through for the green and one pass through for the yellow. Now I am going to that's come out. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, but they cut too well. Hopefully that's gone back in. I am going to do this upside down a minute because what I want to do, I want to emboss, because particularly on the balloons, we'll emboss these as well as I'm passing everything through. Not the balloons, the eggs, beg your pardon. There is some nice little detail and that I would like to show through. So we're going to run it through, and I turned it up that way because it just was easier than having that egg fall out again. Passing through. So if you're looking for some more Easter themed projects, I think this will be total of 5. That yeah, there'll be 5 on the website with some other kind of lovely Easter themed things. Right, let's have a look. So now even on the back you can see that the dots of embossing. You can see that the dots and things have embossed in there too. So, and even on the little balloon here, you can see there's a tiny little emboss in that little bit just there. You see, just like that. Okay, so put the dies back on the sheet so that we don't lose them because they are quite small. That's that. Now let's take off the tape. Yeah, get rid of that tape. It's looking a bit manky. So there you can see, lovely embossed there, and also here. Oh, and we need our little rabbit. You see the lovely little eyes embossed there, although we are going to add a little gem onto that to highlight it. Now these are called charms. The rabbit, the balloon, and this egg all have a little hole here. I haven't used them specifically to create little charms, but I've kind of gone for that hanging effect by using the floating sort of aspect with the acetate. So let's grab the rest of my bits and pieces from here. Love the little thing to show you. So I've got one piece there. That's one piece for the top. One of the balloons there. So we'll add this balloon. Let's start with that. We'll add this balloon. What one have I done? I've done that one, so I need to put that one on this side. So a little bit of glue there. There. So that's the balloons. Now I have those two ready for me to stick that white one on. Like so. Now you could do these in different colours. You can even ink through these to get some really lovely effects. But another thing you can do is like I've done here, and that's to cut away some of this and then overlay it, because this one doesn't have a little tag, so you need to lay it on top of one of the others. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my craft knife and I'm going to cut away these ones that are not embossed. So I'm keeping the ones that are embossed, and I'm literally just pressing my knife in there, and then the same on this one. And then the same at the bottom, just cutting them away, and then do the same on this side. I need to sharpen it later. That one's gone. If you try and sort of swipe down with your knife, you're going to end up cutting other bits that you don't want to cut. That's 2 bits gone. And then last bit down here. There we go, that's the 3rd bit gone. And then I'm going to put some glue. I need to get the glue down to the end of this. So then we get the white with the green showing through. And then the last thing to glue is to put the ribbon around the little bunny. Which reminds me of that chocolate one they put out at Easter with the red ribbon and the little bell. Right, so I have all my pieces, a little ribbon as well, so I'm going to now just assemble. So the first thing we'll do is we'll get our letters on. And before I stick anything, I am just going to have a go at placing things just so I know, oh, that's not stuck yet. Removing it before it was stuck. Have a little go at placing things to make sure I don't end up with things that I don't have room for. And I've kind of deliberately gone for a not straight because it's a lot easier when you've got a lot of letters like this. H-A-P-E-Y-E-S-T. Where's the T? Where's the A for happy? And there's Easter. Comme ça. Right, okay, so I'm happy with that placement. So now I can go ahead and start sticking these down. Now, like I say, sometimes it's just easier. And it looks good as well. It's sometimes just easier to do kind of a little bit of a random, excuse me, random arrangement with the lettering. Yeah, that's the right way. So suddenly thought. The A. Okay. I would imagine. I personally, I don't have. Obviously, I do really have Easter, but I don't. I know some people have an Easter tree, a little one where they hang things. So these would be perfect. Make little little ornaments for an Easter tree. They look really cute. I always imagine if I had one, it would be one of those like white, little white ones to hang things on. Just for excuse, a bit more chocolate, really. Well, there never needs to be an excuse for more chocolate, really, I suppose. There you go. Right, so almost done with the letters. Like I say, you didn't need to see me cut all those out and stick them together. Right, we are now going to use a bit of glue gel for the eggs. So there's one just so I can give that a little bit of dimension. And one like so. And then the little ribbon on the top. Like so. That's that bit done. And then these are all going to go along here. And these I have only glued at the top. So if you do want to cover up things inside, you've only got to cover up where the double-sided is for for sticking the acetate. These literally are just sort of stuck. So literally I put glue here and around that, and then whoops, everything's rolling around, and made sure that it's above the line of the card and it's enough to hold it. So that's the other egg, and put the lovely little bunny in the middle, and his ears and round there. So, oh, and straight. And then to finish this card off, I have used a lot of tiny little gems. I have to say I'm more of a flat back pearl person myself, but I've have in my stash tons of gems from when I very first started crafting, and occasionally at Christmas mostly I find something that I think they would be much better than the pearls. So all I'm doing now is I am going around with my fine glue and putting a bit of glue everywhere that I think I would like some gems. And I'm just kind of going with what I did last time, because I'm not sure whether I put in any extra gems for me being able to get carried away. You never know. And I have two sizes. I have a larger one and I have a smaller one. And I've kind of put, with the letters, where I put more than one dot, I've got one large and one small on each letter. So here's fingers crossed that I've got enough gems with me. Right, there's all the glue on. So let's empty out our little pot. And I need my wax pencil. So I want the larger ones on all charms. That's just the other thing I find with little gems like that. You never want to sit the right way round on your mat. Well, they don't on mine. Maybe it's just me. Maybe they know I'm not that keen on them. I decide they're going to be a bit of a pain. I'm using one of the tiny little ones. There's the bunny's eye. And then I want, oh, come on, play nice. I'm going to put 3 of the larger ones at the bottom. And then, right, so we'll go with a larger one there. And go there. Up the top on that one. On that one. Top on that one. So I get a little bit carried away with this. So just, I think sometimes just things like this are what you need to just finish a card off. But because they're not huge and not ultra blingy, they're not too in your face, they give you a nice little bit of sparkle. I'm probably done with that being up top, not to worry. On that one. Right, so then these are the ones that are not going to want to sit around the right way. It's filling everything else with the little ones. And once we've done this, we're done. So like I said, if you're looking for any more Easter inspiration, we have a total of five Easter projects with products that are out at the moment. So we'll be this lovely Karen Burniston one. We've got some Elizabeth Crafts, got a Nelly stamp. Hopefully something will suit your style. Got one more. Oh, there. And we're done. I gave myself lots of extras. Excellent. So there we have our little floating card, floating Happy Easter card, using Karen Burniston's, Karen Burniston's Easter charms, and Julie Hickey Designs. Well, I said that very quickly, didn't I? Julie Hickey Designs Sweet Alphabet Dies. Thank you for joining me.